Hi everyone. Hope everything's going well for you today, and maybe you got a good night's sleep and you're ready to do some online learning today. So we're going to go ahead today and do a little bit of work in math. I'm going to take a break from shapes or from geometry and do a lesson on expanded form. So Juliana, I'm thinking about you right now because I know that you had a question about this. So maybe you have a question about expanded form, or maybe you've forgotten about it, or maybe you just need a little review or some clarification. So I'm going to do a little lesson on expanded form today, and then I think next week I'll have something in IXL and math to kind of reinforce what we're talking about today. Okay, so I'm going to turn my computer this direction here, and we're going to talk a little bit about expanded form. So let's first of all define what expanded form means. Okay, so when we're talking about expanded form, there's two things that we're going to be pulling out to make to get the answer for a number when we're writing out in expanded form. Okay, so the first thing is when we're doing expanded form, it shows the number as a sum. Okay, so the first thing in expanded form is it shows a number as a sum. Now I hope you notice the word sum, right? This is sum, S-U-M, not S-O-M-E, right? Sum, S-O-M-E, would be like, I would like some more chocolate chip cookies, right? But sum, S-U-M, means the answer to an addition problem. So that should give you a hint right there that expanded form is going to be an addition problem, right? We're going to show a number as a sum. So whenever I write a plus equation, something plus something equals something, right? This here is the sum, right? So we're going to be showing a number in a plus equation or as a plus equation. Okay, the second thing that we're going to talk about with expanded form, or that expanded form is that it shows the value of each digit in the number. Okay, so expanded form shows the value of each digit. Okay, so when I say digit, I mean the numbers inside the number, because not every number that we work with in math is just one digit, right? For instance, like 5. Not every number is just one digit, right? Some numbers have two digits, like 35, right? Two digits. The 3 is a digit and the 5 is a digit. Or let's make it a little bit more. How about 352? Now we have 3 digits. 3 is a digit, 5 is a digit, and 2 is a digit. Now each one of these has a different value, right? We would say the 3 is in the hundreds place, the 5 is in the tens place, and the 2 is in the ones place. So expanded form shows the value of what's in the hundreds place, what's in the tens place, and what's in the ones place. Okay, so we're looking at two things when we write a number in expanded form, right? We're writing it out as a plus equation with a sum, and we're also showing the value of each one of these numbers that is in the number that we're working with. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice a few, and you'll understand, I'm sure, as soon as we get going. Okay, so I'm going to erase this now that we have an understanding of what expanded form means. All right, so I'm going to take the number 231. Okay, so remember, expanded form is going to be a plus equation, right? So we know we're going to turn this number into a plus equation, and we know that we're going to show the value of each number or each digit in this number. So the first digit is the number 2, and I know that that is in the hundreds place. So when I say this number, I say 231. So I'm going to write it just the way I say it. 200, because the 2 in this number really means 200, right? So I'm going to say 200 plus 30. The 3 really means 30. It's in the tens place. And when I say it, 231, I write my 30, and then my number 1 is in the ones place. So 231 equals 231. So now let's think about expanded form. Did I write 231 as a sum, as a plus equation? Yes, I did. And does it show the value of each digit? Yes, 200, 230, 31, 1 equals 231. All right, let's go ahead and do another one. How about 327? All right, so I'm going to write it as a sum. I'm going to put it in a plus equation, and I'm going to show the value of each digit. So the first digit is 3. That's in the hundreds place. The second digit is 2. That's in the tens place. And the third digit is 7, and that is in the ones place. So when I say the number 327, that makes it real easy for writing in expanded form. The 3 in the hundreds place really means 300, right? The 2 in the tens place really means 20. And the 7 in the ones place really means 7. So my answer is, of course, 327, right? So did I write it as a sum? Yes, it's a plus equation. And is each digit shown for its value? Yes, 300, 2, 20, 7, 7. 300 plus 20 plus 7. 327. Okay, let's do another one. Let's see what happens if I have one like this. 490. Well, I still have to write it as a sum, and I still have to show each digit. I still have to show the value for each digit. So the 4, which is in the hundreds place, I would still write 400. Right now the 9 is in the tens place, and so I would say 490. So because the 9 is in the tens place, the 9 really means 90, right? And then of course 0 is in the ones place, which is nothing, it's just 0. So I could write my 0, and that equals 490. Now I could write it like this. I could write 400 plus 90 equals 490, right? Because there is nothing in the ones place, I don't actually have to plus the 0. So both answers would be considered correct for second grade. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. What happens if there is a 0 in the tens place? 608. All right, so let's think about what I would write. Well, I start with the 6. The first digit, and that's in the hundreds place. So I know that's going to be 600, right? Plus 0 in the tens place, plus what's in the ones? An 8. So I write an 8, and my answer is 608. Now I could do the same thing with the 0 as I did with the last number. So I could go back to the beginning, 600 plus, I don't have to have the 0 there. I could move right on to the 8. 600 plus 8 equals 608. All right, and so now this is the same if we're doing an equation that doesn't have, or if we're doing a number that doesn't have a place value or a digit in the hundreds place, right? We could do it even with just 2 numbers. So let's say I do 72. What's in my tens place? 7, and the 7 really means 70. I hope you can hear it when I say the number, 72, right? 70 plus 2 equals 72, right? And we could do the same thing, right? So easy with, let's say, 45, right? So the digit in the tens place is 4. The 4 in the tens place really means 40. The 5 is in the ones place. It means 5. And so that equals 45, right? Just even when I say it, 45, 45. 40 plus 5 equals 45. Okay? All right, so I hope that helps you out with expanded form. All right? Just remember that it's 2 important things. We're writing the number as a sum, right? We're writing it as a sum, as a plus equation. right? And we are also showing the value of each digit, right? So if you remember those two things, you will always get the right answer. All right, so I hope that helps you out today. And next week we'll do a little bit of expanded form in IXL. They have a lesson in there. So now you have a little bit of background, and so you'll be able to do that next week. Okay, so have a great rest of your day, and hope that helps Juliana and the rest of you as well if you needed a little clarification. So have a great afternoon, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.